Pound yen. Okay, so this is good. Unfortunately, the pound is pushing up against all my other pairs that I thought would turn around and potentially short, but I knew pound yen would be strong, so I should have known that they obviously correlate, and if the pound yen is going to push up, then probably pound everything is going to push up. So I should have known that, but oh well. So but looking at pound yen now, you can see it did have a little bit of a pullback here, and then it came and found this zone, and super bullish from it. So I thought maybe price would come back down to 184 and I'd be able to add to my position. Oh, I don't have a position on pound yen. I have a position on other yen pairs, but it never made it down here. So you can see it actually created a new liquidity zone, which is good here on this 4-hour time frame. And now from this area, it's about 184. It's not really a whole number, but 184.75 kind of thing. Prices, maybe it is on the daily actually. Let's see. Yes, so 185 is kind of my new price to keep in mind for lows and possible position adding. If it, oops, we'll go like this, 185, 185. So yeah, you can see price came back down to 185, retested it, and then boom, super bullish day so far. Looks like it'll close heavy. 188.5 is our range for the month. I think it can definitely do that. As far as adding to this position, if you didn't get in on it already down here and you wanted to look for an entry now, I don't see an entry yet. I'd have to wait for some sort of pullback. I mean, odds are if you're not going to use a stop loss and you're basically just going to trade it on the aspect that price is going to be higher by the end of the month than it is right now, which I do think is a pretty fair assessment. You know, today's super bullish engulfing. Odds are tomorrow will be a bull day as well. So I do think it's going to continue up to 188.5, but as far as like a good entry, I don't have one. I think, you know, I would still use this liquidity zone, which is actually above this one. So that's a good sign. That price wants to just keep continuing moving up. If your lower liquidity zones keep moving up and up and up, that means price is moving really well to the upside. It's super bullish. It wants to continue up. So that is a good thing to see. So I would maybe look to take a position if price comes back down to 185. But until then, no, I'm not. I just don't see, even for me, which I'm super optimistic about this, you know, continuing to go up to 188.5 for the end of the month. I just don't. I don't want to take a position on it. I do have a bunch of other positions open on pairs, even some yen pairs. So I don't need to take one on pound yen to have the benefits of all the yen pairs going up. So I'm going to just wait to, you know, potentially see if price comes back down to 185 and then taking a position. But as of right now, this just seems super bullish, and there's not really any pullback areas that I'd have in mind. I mean, maybe something around there, but yeah, it's just not worth it to me. So, but I'm gonna watch this and just see how it plays out, and hopefully it just keeps heading up to 188.5. Because odds are if this heads up to 188.5, then all my other yen pairs will as well, and that would make me happy because that'd be very profitable. So I do think this is just going to continue up. So as far as like a potential position would be something like this to end the month if price decides to pull back after today. Maybe we get an entry back down at 185. I mean, maybe, just maybe, price finds some resistance around 186, because remember, price loves whole numbers, so there is a chance that it comes back down to 186 and you know, creates some kind of liquidity zone, and then so possibly buying it at 186 if it comes down and starts rejecting and creates like a bit of a liquidity zone over a couple days, then maybe I'd consider it. But ideally right now I'm just waiting for 185. If it comes down to it, great. If it doesn't, no problem. I don't need this trade. I'd be okay with it not coming down to 185 and just continuing up and kind of just letting the all the yen pairs run up would be great for me. So that is my take on pound yen. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'd like to know if anyone else is in on this this pair at all and what they kind of see happening, and you know, if they're in profit right now or they're looking to enter or anything like that. Any feedback is great. Let me know where you guys are at. So that is pound yen.